Welcome to part 119, Cost, Cash versus Margin Accounts. In this lesson, we'll look at the differences between cash accounts and margin accounts. We'll also explain how to use margin for leverage. Now, in a cash account, a trader or investor pays the full cost of a position with cash. So if the position costs $5,000, then you would have to come up with $5,000. In a margin account, however, an investor or trader borrows money from a broker to pay for a portion of the cost of that position. The amount of leverage is going to vary depending on the asset class and the type of trading you're doing and how long you're going to hold those positions. We'll look at an example of that shortly. Margin is essentially the amount of collateral the broker is requiring from the trader or investor to keep that position open, while leverage is the result of using margin. It's basically a multiplier by which a broker will lend capital to a client in order to fund a position. Pattern day trading rules will apply. Not all accounts will be able to have a 4-to-1 margin. Margin requirements can vary also depending on the firm that you're with, so you should always check with your broker ahead of time. Say we decide to buy 1,500 shares for a cash price of $22.30 per share and a total cost of $33,450. The margin allows us to buy the same number of shares but using less capital. In the stock market, you are usually offered a 2-to-1 leverage for overnight trading with a margin account. So instead of having to come up with the full $33,450, we're only required to come up with half of that in the account. In other words, $16,725. If you're considered a pattern day trader and you close out your trades by the end of the trading day, you may receive up to 4-to-1 leverage. That means that the required capital in that account is only 1/4 of the original cost of the position, or $8,362.50 per our example. However, if we have a 4-to-1 leverage during the day and we want to hold that position overnight, then it reverts back to 2-to-1 leverage, meaning we're responsible for coming up with an additional $8,362.50. So you need to be very careful with overnight positions if you're using leverage and margin accounts. It's important to know ahead of time what type of account you're planning to trade from, so that if you choose to take on margin for leverage purposes, you have a clear understanding of your broker's rules and requirements for what it takes to manage your account for entry, whether it be a cash account or a margin account. So if we use my account as an example, in this particular account, I have a balance now of $2,795.61. But because all my accounts together are over $3,000, Charles Schwab will allow me to use twice the amount of the cash that I have available. So instead of the 2,700, they are allowing me to use 5,500 if I want to buy stock. Now you have a basic understanding of the difference between cash and margin accounts and how to use margin for leverage. Before you move on, utilizing the previous trades you set up from your finviz.com watch list filters, calculate your capital requirements for a cash account, in which case you'd be required to come up with the full balance. Calculate your capital requirements for a margin account, in which case you'd only be required to come up with half of the amount, and calculate your capital requirements for a margin account, which means you'd only be required to come up with 1/4 of the amount. Hope to see you in the next video.